Well, hey parents, this is Jeff, and I'm here with a Continue the Journey activity for your family this week. These activities, of course, are designed to help you as you help your child find and follow Jesus this week. Continue their journey to finding and follow Jesus. And we're going to call this activity Paint Night. Now, you're going to need a couple of materials for this. First of all, you'll need a Bible. It could be your child's kind of children's version of the Bible, your version of the Bible, your paper Bible or your online Bible, you version of the Bible, whatever it is, that will work just fine for this activity. And then you're going to need some stuff to paint with. And depending on how fancy you want to get with this, you may need to get a couple of materials. You can do this as simple with some watercolors and construction paper, or you can go all out and get some small canvases and some paint. We have those things around our house anyways because I have teenagers who absolutely adore painting. Now, this activity is based on the kind of paint nights that have become very fashionable for adults and even for kids to take part of. You can go to stores. There's one in Gaithersburg that I've been to where people will lead you through how to paint a picture. I think most of us have either seen this or have participated in one. Now, for us as adults, oftentimes wine is involved. And while wine can be involved for you, obviously not your kids, right? All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to set up a paint night for your kids, but instead of having this kind of step-by-step instruction of how to all recreate the exact same picture, you're going to go ahead and you're going to paint a picture based on one of the most famous passages in all of the Bible. I've done this activity a number of times with my own kids and with kids at churches, and this is one of the more memorable activities that I've ever done with kids at anywhere. And so this week in the Daily Snack, we are continuing the greatest story ever told, and we're into kind of the third chapter of this as we talk about a period in the Old Testament of judges and kings. And the big point that we're going to be talking about is that God wants us to trust and obey, something that a lot of those judges and kings in the Old Testament really struggled with. We're going to be introducing your kids to three of the three first kings of Israel: King Saul, King David, and King Solomon. We can learn some amazing things from their lives about trusting and obeying. Some of them really struggled, some did okay, some were just outright horrible. And King David, obviously, is one of the central figures in that period of kings, or in really all of the Bible. And we're also going to be introducing your kids to some of the poems and songs they wrote. We're going to be looking at the book of Psalms and Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. One of the most famous psalms out there is Psalm 23. And so for this activity, you're going to set up this paint night for your family. And you're going to say, all right, so, a lot of times at these paint nights, we have one picture and we're all trying to recreate it. But tonight, we're going to try to recreate a passage from the Bible. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to open it up and you're going to read Psalm 23. That'll take you probably all of about 20 seconds. It's a nice short one. But even if you don't know the Bible well, even if you're brand new to Jesus, you've probably heard this psalm or seen a meme of it on Facebook. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. And the psalm goes on from there. And what you're going to say is, let's paint this psalm. Let's see what each of us think when we hear the psalm. So read it. Let everyone close their eyes and picture it. Begin to paint. I would reread it every, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, somewhere in there, just to help refresh everybody's memory as to what is in this incredible psalm. And give everyone a time period. Hey, we're going to paint for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is. Set a timer. Some of my kids really do well when they have a timer so they know when something is going to end. And then have everybody unveil their painting to each other. The rule is no laughing. You can't laugh at anyone's painting, no matter how brutal it is. And I promise if I were at your house, mine would be the most brutal of them all. But this is going to help your kids kind of see into what King David has done. And make sure you reveal to them that King David is the one who wrote this song. King David's life was marked mostly by trusting and obeying God, but obviously not all the way. But this psalm really shows the incredible trust that he has for God. Even as he walks the darkest valley, he will not be afraid because he knows that God is there to comfort and guide him. And that is exactly the kind of faith that we want our kids to have in God, even when things are not good, even when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I won't fear evil because I know that God is with me. I hope this becomes a really memorable night for your family. Take some pictures and throw them on social media. Let people know what you're up to. We all want to see your paintings. And for me, I'll take comfort that, well, no, nobody's will be worse than mine. I won't take comfort at all. But I'll love seeing some of your artwork and the artwork of your kids. Have a great fun having a paint night together and helping your kids on their journey to find and follow Jesus this week. Bye-bye, guys.